Welcome to the Tristan Channel, your gateway to a world of fascinating subjects ranging from folklore, history, sci-fi, and the paranormal to film entertainment. Here we explore all kinds of captivating topics that will leave you intrigued and eager for more. Delve into the depths of ancient myths and legends. Unravel the secrets of historical events. Immerse yourself in the realms of imagination with sci-fi wonders and explore the unexplained mysteries of the paranormal. Join us on this exciting journey where we bring you the best of folklore, history, sci-fi, and the supernatural, all wrapped up in the enchantment of film entertainment. Stay tuned for enlightening discussions, thrilling narratives, and endless possibilities as we unravel the unknown together. This is the Tristan Channel, your doorway to a world beyond imagination.
Today, we'll explore a contentious and often misinterpreted topic within the study of political ideologies: the positioning of the National Socialist German Workers' Party, commonly known as the Nazi Party, on the political spectrum. A frequent claim is that the Nazis were a left-wing party, and we will critically examine this assertion, considering historical context, ideological foundations, and the party's policies and practices. To understand the Nazi ideology, it's crucial to define what we mean by left-wing and right-wing politics. Left-wing politics, typically associated with ideas of social equality, workers' rights, and often, though not exclusively, socialism or communism. Left-wing movements seek to address issues of class struggle and advocate for collective ownership or state intervention to ensure social welfare. Right-wing politics, often characterized by a belief in hierarchy, tradition, nationalism, and free market capitalism. Right-wing ideologies typically emphasize private property, the preservation of social norms, and a strong national identity. The Nazi Party emerged from the ashes of World War I and the Treaty of Versailles, capitalizing on the economic turmoil and national discontent of the Weimar Republic. Here's how their ideology starkly contrasts with left-wing principles. Nationalism versus internationalism. While leftist movements often advocate international solidarity among the working class, for example, Marxism, Nazism was fiercely nationalistic. It emphasized the superiority of the Aryan race and the need to expand German territory. Anti-communism. The Nazis were vehemently opposed to communism and socialism. One of their primary goals was the eradication of the communist movement, which they saw as a threat to their vision of a unified, racially pure German state. Anti-democratic and authoritarian governance. The Nazi regime dismantled democratic institutions and established a totalitarian state. Leftist ideologies generally advocate for democratic participation, although historical implementations have varied widely. Economic policies, corporatism, and war economy. While some argue that the Nazis had socialist elements due to their state interventions, a closer examination reveals a different picture. Support for corporations. The Nazi economy was characterized by alliances with major industrialists and corporations. Instead of advocating for workers' control or collective ownership, the Nazis supported capitalist enterprises as long as they served the state apparatus. Their policies favored business interests, especially in heavy industry and war production. War economy. The Nazi regime heavily prioritized militarization and war, forcing industries to conform to the needs of the state rather than pursuing egalitarian social policies. Their economic agenda showcased the enhancement of military power rather than addressing social inequalities. Nazi social policies further delineate their position on the political spectrum. Racism and xenophobia. Central to Nazi ideology was a belief in racial hierarchy. They promoted anti-Semitic laws, persecution of ethnic minorities, and a vision of a homogeneous nation. Ideas fundamentally opposed to the egalitarian principles championed by leftist movements. Traditional roles and gender. Rather than promoting gender equality and workers' rights, Nazis emphasized traditional family structures, glorifying motherhood and the subservient role of women in society, contrasting sharply with feminist leftist movements. Misconceptions and historical context. The term socialist in the Nazi Party's official name often leads people to mischaracterize the party's ideology. However, context matters. Many political parties historically use socialist in their names without adhering to leftist ideologies fully. The political spectrum. The simplistic left-right dichotomy can be misleading. As political contexts evolve, ideologies can overlap or transform. The Nazis were unique in their synthesis of extreme nationalism with authoritarian governance, making them an aberration rather than a clear representation of the left. The claim that the Nazis were a left-wing party overlooks the complexities of their ideology and historical practices. Their extreme nationalism, corporate alliances, authoritarian governance, and racist policies align them much more closely with right-wing ideology. Understanding this distinction is essential not only for historical accuracy but also for current political discourse. The misuse of political labels can obscure genuine ideologies and lead to harmful misconceptions. The Nazis must be understood within the context of their own specific beliefs and actions, which stand in stark contrast to the values typically associated with left-wing movements. So, please stop spreading this misconception and fallacy because it is historically and factually wrong. Thanks for watching, take care and be well.